Good morning, AP Biology students. Welcome to video lecture number 3. Remember, we're still in chapter 28, which is plant structures, growth, and development. And yesterday we finished up on slide 12, which we were just getting into the second of 3 plant organs, and that being stems. And in particular, we talked about their function, that they display leaves, and 2 terms that went along with that was terminal bud and auxiliary buds. Now let's move on to slide 13. In slide 13, we're going on to the modified stems. And the modified stems come in 3 categories: runner or stolon, rhizome, and bulb, which is an underground shoot. Now let's go ahead and talk about the first of those. The runner or stolon, some examples of that include the aspen, strawberries, and grass. These types of stems grow on surface, and they produce by asexual reproduction. The second category, we have the rhizome. Some examples include the iris, ginger, potato, and onion. They tend to grow underground. They store food and DNA for new plants, and the end of the rhizome is referred to as the tuber. Now the last of these 3 modified stems we have is the bulb, which, like I said before already, was the underground shoot style, and an example of that is the onion, which has storage leaves. Alright, moving on from the stems, we move now into leaves on slide 14. The function of leaves is it's a photosynthetic organ. That means it uses sunlight and converts that sunlight for energy. Now let's talk briefly about some modified leaf examples. We have tendrils, we have spines like on a cactus, storage leaves, reproductive leaves, and then of course the bracts. Okay, these are just a few examples. Now let's quickly start getting into plant tissues. Just want to mention these just briefly as we conclude our lecture today. So remember, the 3 types of plant tissue are dermal tissue, ground tissue, and vascular tissue, as illustrated on slide 16. Now moving into slide 17, we'll go ahead and talk about the first category, and that being dermal tissue. Dermal tissue is a single layer, closely packed cells that cover the entire plant. It's the outermost tissue of the plant itself. It is there to protect against water loss and invasion by pathogens such as viruses and bacteria. And one term that I'd like you to know in connection with dermal tissue is the cuticle, which is the waxy layer. All right. Now let's also touch into the vascular tissue, and let's close out our lecture today here. The vascular tissue is continuous throughout the plant. It transports materials between roots and shoots, and we'll even talk a little bit more about a type of cell that's there when we get to that section of the organization of the plant. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Do hope this has been helpful. If you have any questions, feel free to leave comments below in the comment section, or just reach out to me via email. Have a nice day, and I look forward to seeing you guys today for your group session. Goodbye.